Hello and welcome back to the Hades 32 Heat series where we're clearing Hades at 32 Heat with every weapon, every aspect, and a few fun challenge runs. And today we are going to be doing a fist build. We are going to do Zagreus Fist, and we're going to find a way to maximize the aspect's upgradable ability. Now, Zagreus Fist is one of the more underwhelming bonuses. It's got a plus 15% dodge chance. That's great, but it's so generic it could literally be applied to any weapon. It's not really anything that dramatically changes how the weapon is used. But that plus 15% dodge chance is interesting because it just barely gives us everything we need to make a 100% dodge chance build. If we get the right boons at the right rarities, and we clear chambers quickly enough with the right keepsake, we can get a 100% dodge chance, which will quite literally make us completely invincible. So for this, we need the aspect of Zagreus, we need the Lambent Plume, and we need to take this in Tartarus and keep it throughout the entire run, which means we will not be able to take Olympian keepsakes to force certain gods. We just have to hope we find the ones that we need. For our Mirror of Night settings, we are going to go with God's Pride, because there are certain boons that we need at epic rarity, but there is a duo boon that we need, but we're more concerned with the rarity of certain common boons. We also are going to take Fated Persuasion over Fated Authority, because the two boons that we need at epic rarity are Hermes boons. We need two specific Hermes boons, and if we don't get them the first time, we can't re-roll them unless we take Fated Persuasion. So this is going to be tough. There's a lot of strict requirements for this, because we need at least two specific Olympian gods that we cannot force to appear, which is partly why we're doing this run now, because one of those gods is currently being offered outside, so I'm going to take the opportunity now and see if we can get it. And then we need two specific Hermes boons at high rarity. It's very high requirements to get the 100% dodge chance. Now, by no means do you actually need a 100% dodge chance to clear the run, but I want to showcase it if I can. Now, what else do we need? I'm going to turn Tight Deadline down a bit because this can be quite a slow build, at least to get started. But we're going to turn damage control up to make up for that. The fists hit rapidly enough that that won't really be an issue. Now, we need to clear these chambers as quickly as we can, so we're going to be turning Jury Summons all the way down. And to make up for it, I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn up Hard Labor and Lasting Consequences by 1 point each, because by the time this build... I just turned those down by 1 point each. There we go. By the time this build is finished, we won't be taking any damage, so we won't need to worry about Hard Labor or Lasting Consequences in sticks, really. And with that, we're going to get started. Now, what we need two Olympian gods. We need Aphrodite, and we need Zeus. And the reason why is because we want to get Smoldering Air. Now, that's going to be a little bit tough to get, but if we do manage to get the Olympians that we need, this could really pay off. This could really work. And we'll start with Epic Rarity Heartbreak Strike. That will speed things up nicely. Now, we need to get our Lambent Plume up to about 30% by the end of the run, which is doable if you take the Lambent Plume in Tartarus. Oh, please just show up with all of your friends. If you show up one at a time, it makes it a lot harder to get that bonus. Okay, let's go with Obel, because we are going to be wanting to buy some boons from the shops if we come across them, because we cannot force certain boons to appear anymore with our Olympian Keepsakes or Fated Authorities. So if they come up, we just got to make sure we can buy them. Now what we want is Smoldering Air. Ideally, we would want Zeus's Aid. Without Zeus's Aid, we could maybe do Dionysus' Aid instead. We just need a fairly powerful damage-dealing call that deals a good amount of damage at a low charge rate. Now, okay, Ares we don't really need. The Palm, we'll take the Palm because it could potentially help us clear these first few chambers with Heartbreak Strike. And you know what, I'm tempted to call down Sisyphus just to make sure that we have enough Obel to... Sorry, 1 sec. There we go, okay. I'm going to call down Sisyphus just to make sure we have enough Obel to afford a boon if the next room is a shop. I don't think it is, but maybe. Okay, Heartbreak Strike, increased rarity, or increased damage, that's good. There we go. Okay, Daedalus Hammer, let's hope we get Breaching Cross. That will help rip down armor, that'll make this build go a lot faster. Rolling Knuckle could maybe work too, or Long Knuckle, but Breaching Cross would be the best case scenario here. And we've got Breaching Cross. Perfect. That's a great start. Okay, so now armor isn't going to be as much of a threat, so we should be able to clear these chambers a lot faster and get that Lambent Plume bonus more and more often. Now, other than Smoldering Air and a damage-dealing call, we are also going to want... Okay, we'll take Aphrodite again. That's fine. Not really what I needed, but that's fine. We'll take it. Other than a damage-dealing call and Smoldering Air, we need two specific Hermes boons. We want Greater Evasion and Second Wind. And if we can get those both at epic rarity, those two boons combined, I think we'll take Passion Dash. Yeah, take up another spot on our main, make it more likely that we're offered a call when we come across Zeus, if we come across Zeus. With Greater Evasion and Second Wind combined, that will give us, for 10 seconds after using our call, 56% bonus dodge chance. That, combined with the aspect of Zagreus, 15%, will bump that up to 71%. And then if we can get up to 30% on our Lambent Plume, we'll have over 100% on our dodge chance. Let's actually Palm Passion Dash. 24 to 40 is actually a nice little damage boost. Now the problem with Hermes, though, I would take Hermes, but Zeus is actually more important. And here's the thing, if we take Hermes too early, there's a couple things wrong with that. One, we could come across Eurydice in Asphodel, which could give us an increased rarity on our Hermes boons, the ones that we find after. So getting Eurydice first and then taking Hermes would be preferred. But the other thing is that if we take Hermes and we don't have a call, we cannot be offered Second Wind. We can only be offered Greater Evasion of the two boons that we need. So it's best to have a call first so that if you don't get offered one boon, you hopefully get offered a different one instead. But for now, we will take Zeus.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
Do I take a reroll and try to go for Zeus's aid? Our Fated Persuasions are going to be very, very important for this. But so is Zeus's aid, so I think I'll spend one.
What else is there?
Zeus's aid, perfect. Okay, great. A little unfortunate that we got it at the low rarity, but because we got it fairly early, we may be able to get some more palms into that and make it much more valuable. Now, if we can get Smoldering Air fairly early, that would be great as well. Zeus's aid is probably one of the strongest damage-dealing calls in the game, but it's not one that you want to use at greater call on as much. You honestly want to use it more frequently at a lower gauge, more so than you want a greater call with Zeus's aid, and that's why Smoldering Air works so well with it as well. Because you basically just want to be using it as frequently as possible. We're going to palm up Zeus's aid as much as we can now. Okay, so we've already got the two Olympians that we need, the mains that we need. Now all we need is Smoldering Air and two Hermes boons. Okay, no, we don't need Poseidon. Sorry, my nose is really itchy today. I've recorded run already today, so if you've seen my Zeus shield build, I'm dealing with the same thing. It's just a little irritating. Okay, we are going to have to start saving up some obol so that we can afford those Hermes boons now, because I really don't want to have to pass those up if we can avoid it. Okay, ready. Good, that's some decent damage there. Let's get you down to half. Excellent. Charge up our God Gauge a bit. Let's call down Sisyphus. Not bad. Oh, okay. Took a harder hit there than I expected. I guess we do have hard labor up a little bit as well there, so that might be why they're hitting a little bit harder than I expected. But it won't matter too much. Once we really get the build actually rolling, we won't be taking any damage. So we could walk into the last fight against Hades with 5 health left and no death defiances and still clear the run easily, like without any effort. If we get the build. No guarantees, but we'll find out. Okay, well, we made it through Tartarus. We don't want to purge any of these. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. We gotta take that Yarn of Ariadne. How do we do with the Lambent Plume? 14.4%. That's really good. We're already almost halfway to what we need with the Lambent Plume. We did really good in Tartarus for that. Okay, with that Yarn of Ariadne, we got to make sure we get either Hermes, Zeus, or Aphrodite. We either want to apply that towards getting Smoldering Air or a high rarity Hermes boon. One of the two. Now here's the thing, we don't need Smoldering Air. We could get Quick Favor from Hermes instead of Smoldering Air. It's not going to be as good, but it would still work for this build. But that means we would need 3 Hermes boons, and we don't want that. But we do want this one. Here we go. Hermes boon with a Yarn of Ariadne. Now we just have to hope we actually get offered the boon that we need, but we do have a couple Fated Persuasions, so we can re-roll if we don't get it the first time. And now I just hope we can come across Eurydice as well. That would make my world, honestly. If we could come across Eurydice. Okay, get over here, buddy. Gotcha. What do we got? Second Wind. There we go, and it's epic rarity. After using your call, gain dodge chance and move speed for plus 10 more seconds, plus 36%. That is one of the 2 boons that we need. Okay, we cannot get a duo boon from those 2. I'm tempted to take the Obel Chamber so that we have enough to afford a boon from a shop, because we can't afford anything from the shop right now. Those 2 aren't really going to help us, because we can't get Smoldering Air from them. We could potentially get Building Strength from Zeus, but not really concerned about that, honestly. But having Second Wind is already going to make this build way stronger. Just with Smoldering Air, just with Second Wind and the aspect of Zagreus alone, we'll have over 50% dodge chance. And then when you add the Lambent Plume to that, it becomes absurd. Oh, I don't want either of those. So who do I want? Okay, Poseidon. Poseidon gives us a boon that can charge up our god gauge when we take damage, but we're not going to be taking damage. Whereas Ares... Yeah, I don't know. You know what? We'll take Poseidon. Maybe we can get Ocean's Bounty. That's at least a boon that cannot be palmed, so it won't take up a spot when we try to palm Zeus's aid. And the extra Obel could potentially help us get another Hermes boon or Smoldering Air if we come across one in the shop. There we go. Okay. Okay. Not what I was hoping for, but I'm not going to waste a Fated Authority on it. We'll take Hydraulic Might. Hermes. Okay, here we go. Hope for the best. If we don't get... Let's find out.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, not what we need here. We're going to re-roll.
What else?
Greater Evasion, but it's at 15%. We want it at 20, but here's the thing. I will take it. I will take it. Because what we can do is we can make up for it with the Lambent Plume. We're already at 19.2%. If we can get... Let me figure out the math here for a second. 36 plus 15 from Zag and 15 from Greater Evasion is 66%. So we would need 34% with the Lambent Plume. If we can get a 34% dodge chance with Lambent Plume, we can take Greater Evasion at blue rarity. Which means we need to take as many chambers that we can actually clear as possible. Avoid shops, avoid Patroclus. Get as many bonuses as possible, and maybe take a few extra chambers through Styx if need be. But if we do that, we'll still get that. Even though it's only blue rarity, we will take this. Greater Evasion. I really, really wanted that at epic rarity, but I will absolutely... I'm okay with that. Now the only thing we need is Smoldering Air, and we're good. Okay, we're on a roll, honestly. This is excellent. And you know what? If we come across, like, Demeter or something, we'll go for her and see if we can get rare crop. The chances of her actually affecting one of our Hermes boons is very unlikely, but if it happens, I mean, hey, that would work. That would absolutely work. We can't force Demeter to appear with her keepsake because we have to keep the Lambent Plume. But hey, we might be okay. Sunken Treasure, I just don't want things to be palmed here. Okay, we have Obel. We can't buy any more Hermes, so we're okay there. Let me just think for a sec. I'll take the Aethernet just because. Yep, let's go for the shop. Let's see if we can get Smoldering Air. Let's see if we can get Zeus or Aphrodite. Who are our gods right now? Zeus, Aphrodite, Poseidon, is that it? I think so. Okay, we'll take the Palm. Zeus's aid. There we go. Yeah, we don't need to save up our Obel as much anymore now. Now that we have both the Hermes boons that we need, that's okay. This is going to be a lot tougher without Smoldering Air, though, so we gotta kind of dial into that as much as we can. Oh, I'm feeling hopeful. You know, this is a hard build to pull off. I don't know how many times I've tried it just on this series alone, and it's always kind of fallen apart because it's got such strict requirements. If we can get this, and I can get that end screen showing 100% dodge chance, that's what we want. Now, static discharge could come in handy as well, because then we can start applying privileged status, and just anything that's going to help our Zeus's aid, honestly. Static discharge would just be helpful in general. Double strike would be useful as well. So the more Zeus boons we can get, the better, honestly. But, I guess we'll see. Kind of hoping for our mini-boss in Elysium we come across the Butterfly Ball, because we do have Breaching Cross, so that would really help. Asterius can sometimes be a pain if he does his big spin attack. Lerny, what are you doing way over there? Can you not, please? Lerny just knows, like, no, I'm not going to let you get the Lambent Plume bonus. I refuse. But too bad. Okay, where are we at? We've got 21.6. Not bad. We need 15% more. So 10, 11, 12 more chambers, I think, between Elysium and Styx. Cannot purge any of those, that's for sure. Dang, was kind of hoping we could get a Yarn of Ariadne, but oh well. Okay, we're making our way.
Much nicer climate.
Yeah, we'll take the hammer. Rolling Knuckle, maybe. Could come in handy. Ooh, ouch. Okay. Ah, okay. I'll go faster than this. Now. Thank you, Breaching Cross. There we go, okay. Rush kick, kinetic, long... Yeah, long knuckle. There we go, that works. Yep, palms. We're going to try to get Zeus's aid as high as we can. I'm going to call down Sisyphus so that we have enough obel to afford a boon in the shop if we get offered one next. Oh, I desperately want Smoldering Air. It would speed this up so much. Zeus's Aid, up to 94, not bad. Nope. Cannot take Patroclus. We have to take chambers that we can actually clear. If we take Patroclus, then we won't get the Lambent Plume bonus. We got an Arabescade over there, and we'll maybe take a look at that once we're done this chamber. Oh, please. Spawn in quick, guys. Come on. Can't afford to miss any bonuses this time around. Oh, shoot. There's a butterfly ball. I completely missed that. I didn't see that at all. Shoot. We missed the bonus. We might be okay without it, but means we're going to have to take an extra chamber through Styx. Okay, Zeus's Aid. Let's see. Double Palm. Okay, but there's Demeter. There is Demeter. Let's go for it. Let's see if we can get... Perfect. We got the Butterfly Ball. We can rip down the armor on this thing with Breaching Cross. We shouldn't have any difficulty getting the bonus against this one. There we go. Okay, let's take out the Butterfly, or the Souls first. And now the Great Bow. Strongbow. I always mix up his name. Okay, we got the bonus. And... no rare crop. Okay, that's fine. Do we want to do a reroll? No, that's way too much that I'm putting up the chance. We'll take Nourish Soul instead. We don't really need to worry about health. Eventually we're going to get to a point where we're just not taking damage, but bonus obel is always good. Especially because we could potentially get some boons in Styx that we want to buy. If we come across Hermes and Styx, we want to buy him, because if we can get Quick Favor, that would be ideal. Oh, we desperately need some way to get our God Gauge charging up faster, though. Right now it's too slow. There we go. Okay, still got the bonus. That's good. What do we got? Chaos Gates are going to be pointless. I will take the Hydrolite just to make sure we stay topped up here. Let's see what we get in the shop. This wasn't a... oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, we'll take Smoldering Air. Yes, we got it. We got it. Okay. Now I will take the Obel. Okay. Oh, really? Fountain Chamber? That's not what I wanted. Let's take Zeus. Let's see if we can get Static Discharge or Double Strike. Either one of those would be fine. And now that we have Smoldering Air, we just need to use our call as often as we can. There we go. And we will constantly get that 36% dodge chance bonus, which means already we're going to be very high dodge chance. I think we're pretty close to 100% already. I'm not even really trying to avoid these guys, because there's no point. I'm thinking we're probably close to about 90% right now. I'll check right away. Ooh, Static Discharge. Okay. 27.6. So that plus 66, 86, 90, 93. We're at 93.6% dodge chance right now. We're so close. Okay. Here's the thing. I could actually re-roll this to try to get a higher rarity Static Discharge. We've got the Faded Persuasions right now, and we don't need to use them for anything else. As much as I want Static Discharge, I don't really want it at that low of a rarity, so let's try one reroll.
Got anything else?
Okay, well, we're stuck with it. That's fine. Oh, but let's take the other Zeus Boon. Free one. We won't get a clear bonus here, obviously, but... Okay, let's try another reroll. Double strike? No. But I'll take high voltage. If we get splitting bolt by the time we're done sticks, that would be good too. Now, okay, 93.6. I don't think we can get 100%. I think we can get close, but I think we missed too many bonuses. As it stands, we're nearly invincible right now. Like, look at that. Can't even be hit. That is risky, though, because it's not a 100% chance yet. But as long as we have that little light kind of trailing behind us, we have that bonus 36%. And the risk of getting hit being only 7% is worth trying to get a faster clear to get the extra dodge chance bonus. We could literally stand right in front of Theseus and have him just charge us with his thing, and we still... Oh, okay, we took one hit. We took one hit. With static discharge, though, it will give us privileged status with the weak attack as well, so we are doing okay there. Whee! Oh, we fast. We so fast. Not quite 100% yet, but we're almost there. There we go, and we got the dodge chance bonus there.
Who's champion now?
Okay, now let me just do the math real quick here. So 28.8. We need 34. So with one more clear, we'll be at 30%. And there's 4 chambers that we can clear in sticks if we go through every single one. So that would be... So this minus... So 4 minus 1 to get us to 30% means that we can get 3.6. We can get up to 99.6% dodge chance right now. Now, if we beat Hades fast enough, the end screen will show the 34.8 that we'll need. Oh, that's so close. We're so close. We will quite literally get to a 0.4% chance of getting hit if we clear every single chamber in sticks fast enough. We don't need Hydraulic Knight. Get rid of that. Oh, this is so close. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. We'll also see if we can get a Hermes boon that gives us quick favor. And if we get Demeter, let's try one more time for Rare Crop. Okay, we got Zeus, we got... Okay, Zeus, Aphrodite, and a Daedalus Hammer. We don't need any of those, really. Zeus could maybe come in handy. There's Demeter. Let's go for it. Let's take Demeter right now. Let's see if we can get Rare Crop. Because with Rare Crop, it works for every room you clear, not every hallway you clear. So each individual one counts as a chamber for upgrading the rarity. If we get Rare Crop early, we can get... epic, at least epic, if not heroic rarity, either Greater Evasion or Second Wind, and that would narrow the gap just enough to get us to that 100% chance. Now it'd be nice if we could get another Aethernet. Okay, apparently the poison... I don't know if the poison actually hits us regardless of our dodge chance, or if it's, or if we just got really unlucky there. But I guess we'll have to be careful of that. Bring it on, tiny vermin. Okay, yeah, I don't think our dodge chance affects our chance of getting poisoned. I think that that's a separate thing, which is absolute garbage, honestly. I hate the poison so much. It's such a pain. Matter of fact, well, there's no point now. I'll wait till it gets deployed again. Can you stop being a coward, please? I'm trying to get the bones. Okay, poison gets deployed again. I will try to get... There we go. Okay, I would call down Sisyphus to clear out the poison, but we don't need to anymore now. What do we got? What do we got? Rare crop. Oh. Can we get it? Let's find out.
Cool.
Static discharge and passion dash. Darn. Okay. Well, I mean, static discharge is nice. Don't get me wrong. It'll speed things up a bit, but not what I was going for. Okay, we got Zeus over there, so we'll go for him. We are going to take every single chamber. We've got 21 minutes on the clock. We're going to try to get the max dodge chance. So I'm going to save the boss room for the end. Because I'm suspecting we'll find a Satyr Sack before then, and boss rooms are typically easier to clear out quickly than the general encounters. So if we find a Satyr Sack, as long as we find the Satyr Sack before the boss room, then we'll be fine. Oh, we could potentially purge something from the shop here. That would be potentially useful. I don't know. What can we get rid of? Nope. None of those, that's for sure. We did take high voltage earlier, so we may be able to get splitting bolt if we're lucky. Nice. Who's next? Come on. Let's all show up together, please. Really don't want to have to miss the bonus because you were late to the party. There we go. We're good. That's Hermes bonus number 2. Doesn't really matter. Dying Lament, I guess. Actually, Dying Lament will be helpful because then we can still apply weak even if we don't use our call. Let's go for Zeus and see what we get.
Thank you, mate.
Ooh, I think we gotta take Double Strike. Ooh, or do we want Billowing Strength? Bonus 22% damage for 15 seconds or 35% chance to strike twice. I think the 35% chance to strike twice. Because that's basically a 35% chance of doubling our damage, so yeah. And let's palm that up, see if we can get Double Strike up to 50. Or at least close. Oh, if we can get an Aethernet here, that would be really good. So let's call down Sisyphus, get some extra Ogle. What do we got? No Aethernet. Couldn't afford it. Well, you know what? No, even if there was an Aethernet, we can't afford it. No point in re-rolling that. There we go. Yeah, now we're rolling. Double Strike, static discharge to high rarities. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, static discharge at heroic rarity. Alright, we got an early Satyr Sack here. Zeus's Aid up to 106. I actually maybe should have re-rolled that. I had the Fate of Persuasion. Okay, 2 more. We're almost there. We're almost at that 100%. maybe we can get an Aethernet here. None of those matter, so let's try a reroll.
No thanks.
Nope, no Aethernet. Okay, that's fine. We don't really need to worry about any of these, but let's take the Nail of Talos. That'll at least help us. I mean, we have Breaching Cross, so it was probably pointless, but if nothing else, maybe it'll help us clear the next couple chambers a little faster. Particularly the boss room.
No way. Keep them coming.
Go. Oh, stupid poison man. Okay. One more chamber, and we will have the highest possible dodge chance we can get on this run before facing Hades. And we'll be literally 0.4% chance away from 100% before the end of the run. That's... so close, but it's about as close as we're going to get, so I will take it. Can we get an Aethernet here? Maybe. That's not an Aethernet. Okay.
No use. That's one of their layers.
Ah. That's where an Aethernet or something like Proud Bearing from Athena would come in handy. Just use the call right off the bat so you get the bonus immediately, and then you don't have to worry about getting hit by that stuff. Perfect. Okay. We are about as good as we can get right now. Let's do this. Okay, so let's compare. We have Aspect to Zagreus, the Lambent Plume, Greater Evasion, Second Wind, and of course Smoldering Air. Now this, let's do the math. 15 plus 15 from Greater Evasion is 30, plus Second Wind, 36, so that's 66. 66 plus 33 is 99.6% dodge chance. We are so close. Now, that only applies when we use our call for Second Wind, but because of Smoldering Air, we'll be using it pretty much all the time. At least every 10 seconds. Zeus's Aid, and let's go embarrass Hades. And when I say embarrass, I mean we are going to embarrass him. We may not get the chamber cleared fast enough to get the dodge chance, and that's okay. I want to do a special clear here. I don't want to do anything for my attack, special, dash even. I just want to stay close to him and use my call and see if we can beat him. If we do take some really stupidly unlucky hits, I may change that. But here's what we're going to do. Just gonna sit here for a bit. I do have to use this every 10 seconds though, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can use our call roughly every 5 seconds, which means that we're in no danger here. Okay. I'm just gonna sit here for a bit. We got 16 minutes, that's plenty of time. I wonder if the laser beams from the Doomstone would hit us. I actually don't know. What's wrong, Dad? Can't you hit me? No, it doesn't look like those laser beams can hit us. Dude, like, I'm right here, man. Come on. Come on, man. I'm right here. What's wrong? It's like, you gotta do better than that, man. Yeah, we got the Dying Lament. Yeah, we're not going to get the 100% end screen, but we'll be close. Don't run away. I'm just trying to hang out with my dad. Come on. Want to spend some quality time with your son? Hi. No. Ran away. There we go.
Finished then.
Alright, that's phase 1.
Let's see you deal with this.
I can deal with this. So even the urns, the traps, those can't hit us either. Nothing. I wonder if Cerberus could hit us if he charged directly at us. Maybe? Worth a try. Let's stand directly in front of Cerberus when he gets called in and see if we take damage. Ooh. What you want? Hey, puppy! Nope, nothing. Almost.
This is for your own good.
And there we go. Third phase. Let's go.
I can still fight.
This feels surprisingly relaxing compared to the last few runs where we nearly died a bunch of times and had to pull something out of our... Oh, whoops. I guess I should use my call if I want to keep that dodge chance up. There we are. I'm just staggered. Almost done. Aww. There it is. I think one more of those and we should be good. And we're done. Oh, I love this build, but it's so hard to pull off. And even still, we didn't get 100%. We got as close as we could get with this run. But, yeah, this is... It's a disgusting build if you can get it, but it is so hard to put together. It is so hard to put together. So, what do you need for this? Well, aspect of Zagreus, obviously. Greater Evasion. If you can get this at epic rarity, then you only need 29% on the Lambent Plume. 30, I guess. But... Because, yeah, I think it goes 28.8 and then 30, so there is no 29. So, yeah, if you get Greater Evasion at Epic Rarity, you only need 30% on the Lambent Plume. We were so close. If we got one extra bonus clear with the Lambent Plume, we would have over 100%. But then you also need Second Wind, again at Epic Rarity, or Heroic, or bonus clears with the Lambent Plume, and then the Lambent Plume. And then I would say a very powerful damage-dealing call. Zeus's Aid is the best, for sure. Dionysus' Aid works. It is slower, but it works. Poseidon's and Ares' Aid I don't like as much because they give you invincibility, and the whole point of this build is you are already invincible. You don't need that. So I would say Zeus or Dionysus' Aid is the way to go. You can do Demeter's Aid if you take Arctic Blast and Killing Freeze, but not ideal. I would say Zeus's Aid is definitely what you want to go for, especially because it's already a prerequisite for the other thing you need, which is Smoldering Air. If you have Smoldering Air and a damage-dealing call, and you use your call every 10 seconds, you will always have a 100% dodge chance and be, quite literally, invincible. I love this build. I'm so glad we got this, because I frankly never want to do this again. This is so hard to pull off, and it's so frustrating when it falls flat because of bad luck. But with that, that'll do it. That is Invincible Zagreus Fist build. So with that, I'm going to call it there. I'll see you next time.